Good morning. Once again, Kenny Jacobs from Bloomington, Illinois. I'm going to get right into this just because there's a lot going on again. You know, it's absolutely amazing how fast things are happening now on a daily basis. It's actually kind of hard to pick what I want to talk about on a video or two each day because there's so much going on. There's so many choices. Anybody in these last days who ends up being surprised by the events or surprised by the return of Jesus is not going to have any excuse whatsoever. God is trying to get your attention. He's speaking to you in every conceivable way He can. It's just a matter of, are you listening? And He's doing this because He is not willing that any should perish, but all would come to salvation. And He's given everybody His last chances by showing you what's going to happen and what is happening, that He's returning soon. So let's get into some news stories just from the last couple of days. Rush Limbaugh yesterday, on his show, was talking about the overreach of the Obama administration, he actually called it lawlessness, and about how Obama keeps changing laws and writing new laws and bypassing Congress and using executive actions. And he actually said that, on the radio show yesterday, he said, "We do not know what to do or how to deal with it. We have never had a president that has been this lawless." And that was the exact words he said, lawless. Well, I'm going to read out of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3, and it says, "Let no one deceive you in any way, for that day will not come unless the rebellion comes first, and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the son of destruction." Daniel chapter 9 verse 25 says, "And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws." That is exactly what Obama is doing, and that's exactly what Rush Limbaugh was talking about yesterday. He is working around Congress every way he can, running over our constitutional rights, and passing laws and changing laws to suit him and to suit the elite's agenda. There's no question about it. And that's exactly a sign of a one-world government that is about to come up on this planet. The beast is about to rise. And it's just amazing when you hear things like Rush Limbaugh used the word lawlessness, and that's exactly what 2 Thessalonians 2 calls him, lawless. Alright, I'm going to go on a little farther. Bobby Jindal, in a speech at the Reagan Presidential Library, I believe last Thursday, warned of a silent war on religious liberty in America. He urged states to pass laws designed to block overreach by the Obama administration. Here we go again, talking about the lawlessness of the Obama administration and how he's bypassing them to pass all the laws and change the laws. And in fact, you know, going back to that's how Obamacare was passed. And I just saw a poll today that said almost 70% of people wish the Obamacare did not pass. And it was passed only because it was forced through by the Obama administration. Who will ever forget Nancy Pelosi saying we have to pass this first so we can find out what's in it? Exactly, because it wouldn't have passed if we knew what was really in it. If we knew that there was an RFID chip in it that everybody was going to have put in their hand. If we knew that you couldn't really keep your doctor and you couldn't really keep your plan, it wouldn't have passed. Not only would it not have passed, but Obama would not have been reelected. But due to his deception and his lies and doing things on his own and being lawless, he is still our president. Bobby Jindal went on to say, his speech covered areas such as same-sex marriage and contraception, and he said liberals will use the mantra of anti-discrimination to force people to violate their religious beliefs. It is pursued with relentless determination by a group of like-minded elites determined to transform the country from a land sustained by faith into a land where faith is silenced, privatized, and circumscribed. There you go. I mean, that's straight out of Bobby Jindal's mouth, part of our government, confirming exactly what the Bible says is going to happen. Exactly what I've been preaching on my videos about the one world religion, about anti-discrimination, about the tolerance that's being preached. It's coming. It's coming faster than you can imagine. And with it's going to come persecution to anyone who wants to stand for what the Bible says. So there's another sign. The one world religion is on its way. In Revelation chapter 13, talks about the Antichrist and the false prophet, and how the false prophet will force everyone to worship the beast, the Antichrist, or be beheaded. The groundwork for that, we're way past just the groundwork. It's almost here. You can see it developing every day if you watch the news. And then one last, just kind of a interesting, fun little story. A fisherman in Gaza hauled in a 1,000-pound, 2,500-year-old life-size bronze statue of the Greek god Apollo. Pulled him out of the sea, out of the Mediterranean Sea. It's been there for 2,500 years. Just came out now, just surfaced right now. Which is very interesting because Revelation chapter 9 verse 11 says, "And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath the name Apollyon," or Apollo. He was just pulled out for all the world to see, out of the Mediterranean Sea, after being there for 2,500 years. Isn't that odd? Nothing happens by chance. There are no coincidences. God is speaking in every conceivable way to get people's attention. It's really exciting days we live in. Jesus is coming back soon. Keep looking up. Make sure you're ready.